children and the adults receive the message of bullying no more in law. Thank you. Let us have a safe journey on. Well, let us receive the word, Lord. And when we depart from here, let us depart in a safe journey home. Lord, I also pray for the families to get along better, to have great understanding, not to fight each other, to support their mother. Lord, I also pray for myself and my family. We pray for better health for me, my wife, and for everyone else that's involved in our family. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. So today we're going to start out with a quick recap. So far we talked about siblings, fighting siblings. We talked about school bullying. Now today let's talk about bullying on the bus. Who here takes the bus to school? You don't come to the school? You don't come here to the school? All right. You guys don't come to the school?
Yeah.
How many guys see the fights on the bus? Bullying on the bus. What do you think about it?
It's wrong.
Do you ever do anything to help out?
Sometimes.
What will you do?
Tell the bus driver.
What does he does?
Tell them to stop.
Many children, especially in America, are assaulted in the school bus, on the way to school, and on the way home, from school. Even though your actions were good by telling the bus driver, he won't. It's not his job to do anything about it. For a fact, if he does anything about it, he'll be terminated. If you guys ever see anybody getting abused on the bus, those that take the bus, you better talk to the principal. Take it to the right. Many young women are bullied both on school bus and outside the school. People may not realize that they may be bullying. They might be doing the bullying themselves. Ask yourself these, and repeatedly ask yourself these questions. What do you do that might hurt someone? What actions do you do that you think, or who do you know do things that might be hurting someone? You know, it could be a simple bumping every day. You know how kids do when they walk in the street, they like to bump each other, gossip. They like to write things on Facebook, email.
Talking negative.
Oh yes. They like to team up, gang up on a person. And these are the biggest cowards of them all. So, true or false? Do you make, give me see what it does. Do you make mean faces or bad hands gestures at people? Does that make you a bully? To make a mean face or a hand gesture at a person when you're with a group of people, at a certain person? What do you think?
Abigail, what do you think?
I would give that.
Everything that you do.
If you're with a group of friends and you see a certain girl and each time she comes by, you make mean faces at her and you give a bad hand gesture, without getting too graphic about the hand gestures, would that make you a bully?
Yes.
How do you think that girl will feel? You think some feelings will be hurt? I know my feelings will be hurt.
She might not want to come to school because of that.
What about you, Elizabeth? What do you think? What do you think? If you went to school and a group of girls kept looking at you really mean and kept giving you all kinds of hand gestures and just kept snobbing you around for no reason at all, and made it so bad for you to go to school, what will you do? And how will you feel?
Stay home.
You can't stay home. You got to go to school. It's the law. What will you do?
Tell the principal.
will you do?
I don't know.
You gotta take some form of action. Let's say you woke up this morning, you gotta go to school, but you know there's a bunch of girls waiting for you on the bus. What will you do? You can't get sick all year long.
That's true, Abigail,
You gotta work one day. But remember, you gotta, by law, you gotta be in school 181 days. That's, yes,
I'll trust in the Lord.
yes. That's great. But what else will you do?
Keep going to school.
Madison, you got a shot on this? What will you do, Madison?
Give your parents a hard time in the morning,
Why give us a hard time? We ain't bullying you.
so you don't have to go to school.
But she would still have to go to school.
Oh, Michaela, what will you do?
I would tell teachers to look at them so when they do it.
This is before you get to school.
Before I get to school,
It's right before you go out on the bus.
I'll do something massive.
What will you do? Two wrongs don't make a right. So if they fight with you, fight them, you have a big confrontation, and most likely you all get suspended, so then you all miss out of school. You know what I will do? I will tell them, don't figure. I'll make my mother and father get out of their beds and walk me to the school bus. Sadly to say, I don't know if you've seen that in the news recently. A father went in the school bus and chastised some kids. I don't know if you saw it in the news. And I don't advocate violence
It was the bus stop.
at the bus stop. And he flipped on these kids. But you know what? They don't bother his child anymore. They did arrest. They didn't arrest them for yelling at the kid, for trespassing. And you know, you don't have. But you know what? You wake your parents up. And he said, "No, no, you coming with me." Do you spread rumors or say mean things about others behind their backs? Oh, you do? You got your hands up? How many of you ever done that? Spread rumors, say bad things about people behind their backs? Anybody? Come on, I've done that many times. I probably still do it. See somebody go by and goes, oh man, I hate that first of all. I take him inside the boxing ring. See, that's a form of bullying. They don't know it. That's like sinning without knowing that you're sinning. But you know you're sinning because you're talking about the person. How, yeah?
What happens if you tell like a counselor? Is that
You
still-
tell everybody that listens. Anytime you're being bullied,
No, but like you say like you're what is it? Like if you're talking about another person. How about if you're telling your counselor?
well, if you tell your counselor will your counselor will act on it and hopefully do the right thing.
Is that still bullying somebody?
That you bullying somebody?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta tell your counselor. I think I'm a bully, I need help.
No, she's saying that if she's talking to her counselor, saying that these girls are bothering her, blase, and she's talking about them like in a negative way, is that considered bullying
No.
still?
If you're being bullied and you telling an adult figure, which is a counselor, principal, police, anyone, that's not considered gossiping. That's considered protecting yourself.
Now, if you're just going around
Now, if you're going
talking
around
about
saying,
them,
do you see what Mary's wearing? Her shirt and her pants does not match. She is so pathetic. That's gossiping.
then there you go. It doesn't matter who you're saying it to. If you're saying that, then it's wrong.
Do you make fun or tease others often? You ever tease anyone? I said, your nose is so big. It doesn't match your face. Look at your shoes. They're so big. You're like Bozo the Clown. Anybody ever tease anybody here? I teased a lot of people back in my days. Anybody ever tease anybody?
They used to say I have the biggest eyes. I was like, oh.
I'm the only guilty party here to tease people. I mean, I don't do any. Only my kids I tease at the house. That's about it. Listen, you look like you teased a few people. You never teased anybody? Oh, okay. You ever teased anyone? Come on, say the truth now.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes. Do you whisper a secret in front of another person just to make them feel bad? You know what that means? I come in here and I see Madison there, and I say, and walk away. How many of us are guilty about that? No one here is guilty of that? I did that plenty of times. By show us how many of you guys have ever been bullied here? Just raise your hands.
That has ever been bullied?
That's ever been bullied. Any of you guys ever been bullied? You never been? Elizabeth, you never been bullied? How many of you guys here were bullied? You can pick your hand up. You're in the red shirt. Pick your hand up. You were bullied. Yeah. How many of you guys were bullies? Have you ever purposely invited someone to hang out with you just so you can bully them? You don't know? You never invited a friend to hang out with you just for you and a group of other people to bully them? No. No one? I'm the only one. I'm the only guilty party here today.
Angels, right? We have angels.
You know what it was? I was born in the wrong state. I was born in New York City. See, Elizabeth's not guilty of none of this. That's what happened. I know. Elizabeth don't have none of that. Have you ever, or currently, part of a gang, clique, posse, so many names for it, that's exclusively go after one person just because he won't join your gang? You ever seen that before? Peer pressure? Where you get a bunch of guys, let's say they're called the Waterburyans of Harlem. It's just pretend name. And there's 5 of them. And they'll harass you. Take that piece off. Take that off you. 100% attention. They'll go after you. And they will bully you until you join their gang. That's another form of bullying. Because you see yourself that you don't have no choice. That happens with girls too. It happens more with the girls because of girls being emotional beings that they will give in quicker.
I've seen it even Rev.Ron on my job. These are grown adults.
Yes.
It's like they're cliquey and they'll come against this one and come against that one. And I said, we're all adults in here. We're not teenagers. And you would be surprised at the cliquiness and the things they do that's against another person. And it's bullying. They probably don't even realize that's what they're doing.
Oh yeah, it is.
But one of the girls is like really afraid. She came to me and talked to me. And I said, you know what, they need prayer. And I tell them when they in my company, I said, you shouldn't do that to such and such because that's not the right thing to do. We're adults. If you have a problem, let's talk about it.
Oh yeah. See, well, most of the adults are worse than the kids themselves. Their mentality span is so.
Workplace is ridiculous.
Have you ever hazed another member of a sports team? This is more of a college question, but it's not even happening in middle school. Just the other day, 4 kids were arrested at 8th grade level for hazing another kid to joining the sports team in middle school. I don't know, you heard about that, Elizabeth? So she said, wow, so I know she heard about it. Yeah, they beat 4 kids. They were probably between the age of 12 and 16, 8th grade kids. Beat up 2 kids or 1 kid, just so he could join his team. That's hazing. They all got arrested. Thank God for that. That's hazing. You know, that's also another form of bullying. Let me tell you, fracks, what they call it, right? Frack or fraternities?
Fraternities.
Don't ever, any of you ever go to college, forget about them. The disgusting things they make you do just to join a fraternity, it's not even worth your effort. They strip you from all dignity, you know? I mean, and I don't know why people will submit themselves to the things they want them to do just to join their fraternity house. I'd rather live in the border, I'd rather live at a homeless shelter before I join one of those fraternity places. Have you ever threatened someone to hurt them? Anybody? Oh, look at the hands right up. Anybody? The guy in the red shirt? You ever threatened? What was the question? You stayed down. What's up, brother? You're in another zone.
Jesse?
What question did I just ask? That's what. Let's try this again. Stay focused with us, right? Have you ever threatened to hurt someone? Raise your hands. Anyone ever done it? I've done it. How did that make you feel? Seriously, no, I'll get to you. How did it make you feel? Be honest. What we say here stays here in the Alpha Omega. We're not here to judge, we're here to come to a common ground. We can all educate ourselves. You know, even myself learned from young guys. That way we can see what step we can take and measures that we will never hurt no one and always seek the proper authorities to help us. So what did you do? I mean, no, that's the wrong question.
How did you feel?
Thank you. How did it make you feel to threaten someone with bodily harm? Huh?
Funny.
Made you feel funny? To think you was gonna hurt someone made you feel funny?
You know, like some of the emotions, but I'm not doing it. I didn't hurt.
Pick up now.
Okay. Madison,
I didn't care.
you didn't care? Why didn't you care that you was gonna hurt someone?
Because she was throwing hand signals up at me.
What'd you say? Take that up. You're fair enough, John.
She was throwing like her middle finger up at me and calling me names.
You, Caleb? How did it make you feel? Knowing that you threatened to hurt someone? Bad. You, the unit? How it made you feel with it?
Jasmine?
I feel bad.
Elizabeth? That's not an answer. I don't reach shoulders. Seriously, think of something. When you threatened to hurt that person, how did it make you feel? Did you care? No? Ms. Adams, Deacon Adams?
It made me feel like I was in control. Like, and sometimes it's a control issue. That's why people bully. They want to feel like they're over somebody.
Yes.
And it's not good.
No,
But
it's
it
not.
makes me feel like, I have control over that person.
Abigail?
It made me feel I was really mad, so I didn't really care.
Okay. Ruth,
What?
how did you feel?
I guess it's a situation. If they took me off, I would feel like that. Angry, upset.
See, years ago, and praise to God, this never happened to you. I was 22 years old. Someone got me mad to the point where I went and bought a firearm to do destruction. Through the grace of God, a cop saw me and pulled me over and took the gun from me. You know? And this happened right here on Liberty Street. Because the rage that I was in, there was no turning back. And remember, Ms. Adams, we talked about yesterday, going too far?
Yes.
This is what I tried to explain to the brothers yesterday. And the firearm that I took was for a family member. They grew up with me. Not one of my brothers, it was one of my cousins who grew up with me. Well, he got me in such rage that I kind of snapped. And he knew my intentions because I was only 22, 23 years old, and in that ignorant age, you really don't think things through. So when I left, he called the cops. And I'm glad now, today, I appreciate that he did it. You know? This is why it's important for us to control our angers. Never let ourselves allow anyone to put us in that predicament.
It's true.
Have any of y'all ever shoved, punched, kicked, slapped bit, or hit, pull someone's hair, just for fun, boy or girl. Abigail? Oh, now question's long. I'll make the short version. Have you ever punched, shoved, hit, bit, kicked, pulled hair, anyone, just for fun? Yes. Is there anybody, just first raise your hand, anybody? Elizabeth, did you? For any reason then.
You said for fun, that was the question.
I want to get him. Okay,
Yeah,
for fun.
exactly.
All right, let's try for fun first. You? Why is that?
Because it was bothering me, so we were gonna get mad.
Madison?
Do you mean like play fighting?
No. Let's say someone just
Just to make fun of them.
Just let's say you're bored and you got nothing to do. You say, let me just go harass this person and beat him just for the fun of it. You? Michaela? Michaela, you're a perfect saint. You ain't done nothing. You didn't raise your hand. You didn't say nothing. See what's happening? That's the one we got to look out after. Those quiet ones.
You said just for fun.
All right, have anyone ever done it? Let's just flip the question. For revenge.
For revenge?
Yeah. Anybody? You?
Okay.
Can I speak on it? Have you ever beat someone up just for revenge? Okay. You? Well, speak, Michaela. What did you do?
This girl was writing on my shirt, so I kind of threw her on the ground.
Did that resolve the problem or made it worse?
Made it worse.
See what that shows you. That violence only leads to violence. All right, now, let's talk about, as you know, this is our final seminar of the year, so let's talk about prevention. We talked enough about bullying and what causes us to bully and why we allow people to bully us. We hit it from every angle. Now, when I point to one of you guys, it doesn't have to be a long answer. I want you to give me just it could be long if you like. What will you do, or let's see how the question, how can I put it? What measures can we take to prevent bullying? What do you think, Elizabeth? That's the wrong answer. Yes. No, there's anything. If you had to write the law, let's say this is a book, and I say, you're now the new Attorney General on bullying. It is up to you to write the new book on prevention of bullying in the state of Connecticut. Besides the no tolerance law that we have, I want you to add 10 more laws. What would be your first one?
Federal law.
Any kind of law. Make a supreme law. What would be your number one law to prevent bullying?
Probably,
Use the bathroom. No, you don't, because you just got up there and went and set your behind up.
Just say anything.
probably wire, I don't know.
Okay, what about you? In the red.
Everyone that bullies has to take a job.
A what?
What? Take a job.
How about mandatory jail sentence? That'd be good. Yes, Chapman.
No more bullying?
Absolutely. Madison, if you could make one law to stop people from bullying, what would it be? Michaela?
If you bully, you get arrested for life.
No. It's a good idea, but it's not going to happen. But it's a good idea. Yes, Abigail?
If they bully someone, they have to go to a boot camp where there's like no food and they have to do all this stuff.
That is good. How about anger management for 6 months? Anger management classes are the most boring classes in the world. You sit there, you hit some, let me see, Elizabeth knows. They say, I had an anger management class. You know, and it's sad, when you go for custody for your children, you got to, even though anger management classes have nothing to do with custody, which to me doesn't, but make it do it. And they are boring. Here's someone 6 months of anger management class, I guarantee they'll never bully again. How about keeping your hands to your own bodies? You know, yeah,
How about treat others the way you would like to be treated?
Yes, yes. That's a good one.
respecting people's personal space. See, bullying can be easily avoided. Stay away from the person that's bullying. If you know that I'm a bully, stay away from me. Don't let me be my friend.
But that's not always easy, especially when you're in school.
No, it's
You gotta
cool.
sit right next to the person.
All right, it's good.
Even
You
at
still
home, you gotta
bully.
live under the same roof as the person.
Well, you stay away from them, and if they harass you, call the police. But if I'm a bully, the best way, the best way to diffuse the situation from bullying is to stay away from them. Don't give them an audience. A bully needs an audience to be active. He needs people to see how big and bad he is. If no one pays him no mind, and everybody just turned their backs on a person that's trying to bully, and then when he does bully someone, most likely be smaller than him, all the bigger kids got to stand up and stop him, then report. But never take action physically, because I don't advocate violence. Violence will be one of the last results ever. Because once you get violence into it, most likely everybody be locked up. Now, that's the physical form of bullying. If someone bullies you through Facebook, delete them as a friend. You don't need them. If someone's gonna write you nasty, disgusting, or put pictures up there that are gross, and you know it's not cool, and you ask them to stop, because you always ask the person one time to respect, your page, and when they do it again, delete them. A lot of kids commit suicide on Facebook because they don't know how to delete a person. Just delete them. If you got a friend that calls you all the time with negative remarks, delete them. If you got someone that keeps writing you nasty text messages, take them off just delete them from your phone. This is the way you can avoid people that bully you. If I don't have your number, I can't harass you. If I have your email and I write you emails, send you pictures of things that I should be sending you repeatedly, and you're sick of it, save all that material, put it on save, delete me, and then if it continue, just call the cops, show them everything that you saved, make a report, and file for an arrest warrant. And everything you do, the most important thing you can have is a paper trail. How do you get a paper trail? Anytime anyone sends you anything through the email or Facebook, whatever, don't delete it. Save it under certain name, and then you can delete it off your Facebook. It's always safe. That way, if it ever comes to court, you can always backtrack and retrieve that material and use it against that person. And if someone bullies you, don't take the sorry as an excuse for what they did. Because sorry only comforts a fool. How many times can a person tell you, I'm sorry, but repeatedly keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? Yes, Ruth?
If they say sorry, they wouldn't be doing it over and over again. So don't say sorry unless you really mean it.
Because it's always good to apologize when you're sincerely, like Ruth
When
said.
you're sincere.
But if I make a fool out of you one time, and I say sorry, and I keep doing it and doing it and doing it again, then I'm just making a mockery of you. So just pick and choose your friends wisely. Don't give too much of your information on Facebook, and never give your last name on Facebook. This is what gets a lot of people in trouble. Never put your phone on Facebook. None of your personal information, because you never really know who's on the other side of the the face page. There's a little girl that was 10 years old named something Morales out of Naguto, Connecticut, Brazilian kid, who thought she was meeting up a girl that she met on Facebook about 5 years ago, never to be seen again.
Wow.
And this right here, real close to home, Naugatuck, Connecticut. When the FBI investigator found out she was talking to a 26-year-old Brazilian guy, who was also never to be seen again. You know, so you really never know who's on the other side of the chat line. That's what I was talking about, the chat line. I just couldn't get the name of it. So just be careful with that. So, anyone has anything to add? Raise your hand, anybody? Come on, it's your last chance. So, the brothers must get along. Take care of mama, right? Right? Take care of mama. You know, and if you ever need to talk, you got my card. You know, and I'm glad y'all came through all 3 classes. And I hope you enjoyed it. Who's gonna close out with a prayer today? Abigail, let's close out with a prayer. Come on, Abigail, come in. Yes.
Am I allowed to continue to record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can stop.